Hello, my brothers. So, don't trust your demons. Don't trust those voices that are telling you bullshit inside your head. Those voices just wanna deviate you from your goals, from your ambitions, and from what you are supposed to do in life. This has been my experience for throughout my whole life, because guys, I explain it in this way. So when I had difficult situations in my life, for example, when I broke up with my girlfriend after a long relationship, in that last moment where we split, we had a talk together, okay? And I deeply understood that she totally loved me and she totally understood me. Like, it was the first time in my life where I felt like loved and understood completely. But the point was that we had different goals and different ambitions, and our directions in life were so different that we couldn't, it wouldn't make sense to stay together and to go ahead in life, even though there was a lot of love between each other. Because I wanted to go to the right and she wanted to go to the left, and every time it was impossible to go ahead this way. Even though I loved her and she was in love with me. And yeah, the point is that when we broke up, as I said, I totally understood that she had a totally positive attitude towards me, and she totally loved me and she totally understood me, and she made a rational decision about splitting up, about breaking up, about ending the relationship, because it was the right thing to do, and it was. Okay, so what I did after that moment when she left, I took a piece of paper and I started to write down exactly the way I was feeling in that moment and what I felt during this breakup. Because, guys, because sometimes we forget. Actually, every time we forget, and we forget the way we felt. And my experience is that after a while, there is a sneaky voice that comes in your head and starts to tell you bullshit, like, oh, maybe actually she decided to break up with you because she met someone else. And this voice is putting like a seed in your head, like an infected seed in your head. So maybe she lost respect in you, or maybe you were not enough for her, she was looking for something more. And all those demons start to talk to my head. And what I do in this case is I stay loyal to what I wrote down in that moment. That's why I write things down. It's like to take a picture of that moment, okay, like a record, so that then I can go back and remember what I wrote, and then I choose to trust what I wrote down in that moment instead of believing those voices, those demons. I like to call them demons because it is what it is. I think they are demons, and I trust to choose what I wrote down instead of the demons, because I know that that's true, okay, that's right, because I wrote down what I was feeling in that moment, and that's pure, okay. And so this was my experience in many different occasions. Like I had fights with my friends, and then we spoke together, and we understood each other, and I really understood the point of the other person, and I said, okay, I got this. He's totally honest and pure, and I feel it. I feel it in the body. I feel it from the non-verbal communication that you are saying your truth to me, and I totally understand that this is like pure and congruent, and this is what it is, and I believe it totally. Like, I feel it from my soul. You're honest, okay? So I write it down. Okay, this guy said this to me, and he's honest, and I believe him, and blah blah blah. Because I know that then, with time, with months, weeks, months, and you know, my thoughts are gonna change, and like this sneaky voice comes in my head, knocking on at the door of my brain and says like, oh no, he actually had like bad will towards you, he's actually a bad guy, stay away from him, and blah 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 blah. So I actually, I'm gonna be honest, I actually never understood how to change deeply, like deeply inside myself, how to totally change the roots of myself. It's difficult to explain. I never understood that. If you get me, I never understood that. But what is helping me right now is at least to have some rationality, and to, you know, guys, to trust with love. To trust with love what I felt in that moment, you know, and to trust love in general. Okay, so to think with love and not to think out of fear. Those are the two basic forces in life. So you make decisions based on fear or based on love. So I choose love every time. And even when I feel bad because some sneaky thoughts come in my mind and says, no, your woman left you because you were not enough. Of course you're not a man. Of course she met someone else, and you know what she said were just excuses and stuff. And I don't trust that voice. I choose with my rationality to don't trust that voice. I choose with rationality to trust in love, and I make this choice out of love to believe actually what I felt in the moment when we talked together. And I felt all this congruency, and I felt all this love from her. And so yeah, that's the point of the video today. So don't trust your demons, guys. And those are just two examples that I brought on the table for you, just to understand. But then this applies to everything in life. This applies to everything in life. And every time you think about something, remember, are you thinking about it with love, with the frame that comes from love, or with the frame that comes from fear? Because fear keeps you stuck. Because these demons, actually, you know what they want to do? They want to tell you that the world it's a bad place, that everything is fucked up, that people are nasty, that everything is bad. Okay, so that they can isolate you, and they can keep you like in a small place in the room of your house, on your bed, crying, you know. So then when you're totally alone, they can smash you completely. They can tell you nasty stuff, they can tell you that everything is fucked up, that you are fucked up, and they just want to smash you. This is my experience, and I think in my case, I picked it up from my childhood. I grown up with a mentally ill mother and with a very narcissistic father, so my role models in my life were not that good, actually, and so I think that I just picked up some bullshit from them, but it is the way it is, and I choose to love them again, and to don't believe this demon in my head that is telling me, your father is bad, your mother is bad, stay away from them. I don't trust that. I just want to open up like a shell completely, like an oyster. I just want to open up and receive everything fully, and I choose to see the world through the lenses, like I choose with rationality to choose. I choose to see the world with those lenses of love. Okay, I hope I made my point, and peace, guys. See you in the next video.